actual internal seal behind the, you know, that thing. I need to start working on this Harley over here. Ugh, brother. Ugh. Thought it was a KZ1000 I was going to look at. Got there and found out, nope. It's an 1100. Hell yeah, dude. Well, we got something pretty cool in the shop today. This is a Honda TRX 250. So it's like a Honda 250 Rancher or Recon, one of those. They're pretty much the same things, but I think one of them is 4-wheel drive. This one's just 2-wheel drive model. This one is super, I mean, it's dirty, but it's so clean as far as like imperfections and things that sort of go. Like the plastics are all really freaking nice on this thing. Only thing I've noticed so far, aside from this gaffer tape on the seat cover there, is this little ding right here in the rack, which has the plastic kind of pushed in a weird position at the moment. And also there is one clip missing right here, and that's literally about it. I mean, it's got like brand new tires on it. This thing is gonna clean up super nice, which leads me to the next part of this. Super Clean sent me out some products quite a while ago. I've actually used the ones that they sent me since then, but I went ahead and just picked some up because this stuff is really good at bringing shine back to some old plastics that are all gritty, grimy, and dirty. Really good at getting like old pollen, sap, all that type of stuff off of plastics. So I'm gonna wet this thing down first with some Dawn dish soap and water. Just give it a little bit of a soak, wipe down, and then we will spray it down with some Super Clean, let that stuff set and do its magic. And yeah, we're gonna start cleaning this thing up. It needs a carb clean. It also needs a battery. The one that came in it was only holding like 4 volts, so it had quite a few dead cells in it. But I've got a brand new one over here percolating a bunch of hydrogen and gases and stuff out of it. It's probably pretty well good to go. Should be able to. It's still percolating a little bit, but yeah, and let that percolate all the air out of it, and we will just go ahead and start cleaning this thing up while the battery's out of there. We don't have to worry about shorting any circuits out or anything like that, which really not too big of a deal. It's not something you really need to worry about too much. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started on getting this thing cleaned up. I'm kind of excited about this one just because, you know, this is one of the 4-wheelers that, you know, I would have grown up with as a kid. These were super common. A lot of people had them, and a lot of people still have them. And honestly, I wouldn't mind buying this one. It's in such nice shape and everything, but yeah, we'll see. Let's start cleaning this thing up, see how well it turns out. I know it's gonna clean up super good, look awesome. So yeah, let's get into it. These things right here, $5 at Dollar General. Not sponsored, but these things are so nice for like detailing and cleaning stuff up. Just pump them up, get a little pressure in them, and soak everything down real good. I mean, look at all the color still left in these plastics. This thing must have been stored underneath a lean-to or something like that. It's gonna clean up so good. And pretty much the first time, anytime, so this is a customer bike, but anytime somebody brings something in for the first time, I will go through and clean it up really good. Oh, this tire right here does need some air in it, so we're throwing some air in that guy. And I need to put some more water in this thing as well, but just gonna let this thing get to soaking with this mixture here in it. And this is gonna turn out so good. Such a nice 4-wheeler, man. So I already have tested, made sure it turns over, it'll start up on starting fluid, so we know it's gonna run. Yeah, so we're just gonna jump in and cleaning and detailing it, getting it all nice and spiffy. I'm gonna grab a couple brushes and stuff, and we'll start scrubbing on this thing a little bit. Get some of that. Ooh, yeah, sorry about that. We'll get some of that super clean on there. See how well that does with some of this stuff here. It cleans up like plastic super well. And I'm out of solution in this thing, so I'm gonna fill this back up, get back to it. Visitor crawling up in my shirt here. There's a browner fleece. I guess came off this wheeler while I was cleaning on it. Got on to me and yeah, I hope it didn't bite me because I tried to smash it before it could. We're gonna douse it down, gonna oil it down with some super clean now. All the sap and stuff off of there that Dawn dish soap couldn't. Spray down the carb with it. This is some pretty strong stuff, so careful not to get in your eyes or anything like that. But yeah, let me grab my mitt and we'll rub this stuff in. got some more work done off camera in my typical fashion. A bit of stuff you gotta take off to really get to the carbs here, and I needed to take the tank out anyway. I want to give that thing a good flush, but we're gonna be replacing these vacuum lines and fuel lines and stuff. They're just all original and super grody, nasty, falling apart. So gonna do this to as a preventative maintenance type thing. I'm sure there's gonna be some cracks and stuff in these lines, but carb is super grody and nasty. So it needs to go in the ultrasonic cleaner probably for a few passes at least. So I've got that thing heating up over there and cycling. So by the time we get this off here, the ultrasonic cleaner should be warm enough to just plop that thing in there and be good to go. I need to find a 10 mil, and yeah, let's get to it. Well, she is all done now. Muy finito. Went through the carburetor, ultrasonic cleaned it a couple times, got all new vacuum and fuel lines on this thing. They were all super old, hard, corroded. So we cleaned up some good bits here, flushed the fuel tank out, made sure the fuel filter was good on it. Everything seems to be good to go. We are gonna throw some non-ethanol fuel in this thing and it should fire right up. Well, I most definitely spoke too soon when I said she's done now, because she's not. Unfortunately, the fuel petcock developed a leak. It's not the seal that mates up to the gas tank, that one's fine. It's the actual internal seal behind the, that thing. There's a seal behind it, it's not sealing. And on or reserve position, it's just dumping gas out of it. So it is running. It does sound like the intake valve and possibly the exhaust valve could be used adjusted on it. You'll be able to tell it really good here in the video. She's ticking. Intake valve probably loose and exhaust valve probably a little tight. So just typical maintenance adjustment. Yeah, so fuel petcock, I thought I had one that was the same style. Apparently I do not. I think I use it on a KZ650 that I had. Just one of those rectangular guys, but yeah, as soon as I click this to the on or reserve position, it's just dumping fuel out. So that's a bad seal behind this faceplate right here. Dang it, Bobby. I don't know if this tanks. That's not. That ain't gonna work as a weed bag. But anywho, yeah, we're gonna get a new one ordered for it, and I guess I'll go ahead and do the valve lash on the intake and exhaust valve on this thing while we're waiting on that stuff to come in. At some point, I need to start working on this Harley over here. Ugh, brother. Ugh. And this is a project that'll be coming up on the channel here soon. Thought it was a KZ1000 I was going to look at. Got there and found out, nope. It's an 1100. Hell yeah, dude. And if you don't believe me, you can come back here and look at the little placard here. It's not actually a KZ though. It's a ZN 1100B1. So this is the same engine that would have came in the GPZ 1100s. Puts out like 102 to 104 horsepower. So it's actually better than a KZ1000. And it's a cruiser style bike, so it's more comfortable. I don't like, hell yeah, brother. Especially for what I paid for it. But that'll be another video coming up here soon. Until then, I think that's gonna do it for this video, because it's just gonna be, putting a freaking fuel petcock on this thing, slapping it back together, getting paid. So yeah, if you guys liked the video, please hit the thumbs up, helps me out a lot. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave those down below. If you feel like I earned your subscription today, go ahead and tap on that subscribe button down there, and I'll see you all in the next one.